Do you know what I like to do on Thursdays? I like to look at some baseball cards. So I was texting my man Scott over at Stuke's Baseball Cards and Curiosities. You know, I like to reach out to fellow YouTubers, people I know will have the answer, what I'm looking for. And he told me he was with a client and he couldn't answer me right away. Scott, you need to get your priorities straight, man. Baseball cards come first, then clients. Hey, I highly recommend Stuke's channel, Stuke's Baseball Cards and Curiosities. I don't know many people that know more about vintage baseball cards than Scott over there. So check him out. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. All right, so I got this card, and I showed it yesterday, this Mickey Cochran 33 Gaudy. And I was showing how fabulous this card is for the grade of a 1.5. Now, no one likes to have a 1 on their card under any circumstance. It's just not something you like to do. That's why I hate numbers. This card is way nicer than a 1.5. And I got to thinking, you know, is this grading scale obsolete? Because when you get into 1.5s and you get into 1s, there is a huge dispersion. Huge on what that card can look like. It could look like crap, all beat up and wrinkled, paper loss, or it could look really sharp. You know? Just because, I don't know, there's some little flaw in it that makes it a technical 1.5 or 1. Like for instance on this card, I believe they're treating this rounded corner as a little paper loss. Okay. Fair enough. But let's take a look. This is this card is such a beauty. And this is a 1.5. One of the nicest 1.5s you'll ever see, along with this Mickey Cochran. Now, it's awesome because, you know, when they slap that 1 on there, you can get it for a lot cheaper. So it is awesome for us collectors as far as that's concerned. But nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to have a 1 on your card. In fact, on a grading scale of 1 to 10, anything less than a 10, disappointing, right? Nobody wants to have 1s on their cards. Which is why I don't like the numerical system. A lot of this is eye appeal. A lot of us buy on eye appeal. So I'm always in favor of a general grade. A general grade, you get it authenticated, you're going to give it a general grade like the old days. It's a very good. And then it's up to the buyer, it's up to the collector to choose based on eye appeal. Similar to stamps, the way stamps are graded. Now, just to give you a comparison, this is also a 1.5, and this is beat to crap and back. It's off-center, it's wrinkled. I mean, I love it. Love this card. But you get my point. There is zero comparison. No comparison. I mean, if you're out at a bar, it's the end of the night, you're looking for somebody to pick up, which one are you going to choose? I mean, a few drinks in me, that looks like a 10. That'd be a 10. Taking a 10 home. Here, I'm settling for what's left over. You know? Whatever I could find. Whoever gives me a yes. It's time to come up with a new numerical scale, or a new, hopefully not a numerical scale. It's time to come up with a new scale. Because these are not equal and never will be. Not to collectors. And then, when you're looking at comps and that kind of thing, out the window. I mean, we're all buying based on looks anyway, based on eye appeal. Aren't you paying up for a nice looking 3 that's perfectly centered than you are for a bad looking 3 or a worse looking 3 that's off center? So how are they both 3s? Why has the hobby accepted this? These are not equal. And that's why guys like Mike Baker will put a sticker on it to tell you which one has the better eye appeal. Like you can't see. But we have gaps. We have gaps in this whole grading game. And that I'm not a fan of, but you all are. And those of you who are in the grading game, we need a new grading scale. This is ridiculous. Thanks for hanging out with me.